Hey guys, and welcome to my new movie review for Netflix's new movie, Project Power. This movie, yes, went straight to Netflix. If you are here for the first time to my YouTube channel, I would just want to take this opportunity to give you a very warm welcome and say thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And while you've just discovered my YouTube channel, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And while you're at it, click that bell for notifications. That way, if you're on a mobile device, when I drop any new content, it'll be on your device straight away. I'd really appreciate that. And speaking of appreciation, guys, I would so much appreciate it if you leave a thumbs up on this review. That way I know that you're appreciating my content. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Project Power is rated R. It came out this year, 2020. The duration is 1 hour and 51 minutes long, and it is an action crime sci-fi movie. The directors of Project Power are Henry Joost and Ariel Schulman. And the incredible cast of Project Power is Jamie Foxx as Art, Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Frank, Dominic Fishback as Robin, and Rodriguez Santoro as Biggie, and many, many more. Now guys, I'll give you my thoughts on Project Power right after the synopsis. When a pill that gives its users unpredictable superpowers for 5 minutes hits the streets of New Orleans, a teenager dealer and a local cop must team up and ex-soldier to take down the group responsible for its creation. This is one of those movies, guys, that when I watched it, I thought to myself, especially watching the trailer to this movie, I really kept thinking to myself, man, this is either going to be absolutely brilliant or it's absolutely going to be a bomb, like total wreck. And I kid you not, in any way, shape or form, guys, this movie, Project Power, does not in any way, shape or form disappoint. This is genuinely, really, in every aspect of the word, definitely one of the best Netflix films I have ever seen on Netflix. Drop the mic, walk away, straight up. It's one of the only sequences in this movie that I will say that was the weakest part of this movie, was the interaction when they were driving in the car. For those of you who have been following my channel for any period of time, I don't do spoilers in my movie reviews at all because I don't believe spoilers are fair. So you won't get spoilers from me. And straight off the bat, I'm going to say this because you guys, my viewers out there, know exactly what I love to give you. And that's what I call, in my personal opinion, does Project Power have its core elemental, essential DNA that makes film? And that's what I like to call, you guys, rewatchability, guys. Does Project Power have rewatchability? And that, I say to you, yes, in spades. Now, I want to so badly give out a just massive shout out to several cast members of this movie, especially Tate Fletcher, who is one of the faces who appears in a lot of movies, and him in this movie, man, he was incredible. Oh my gosh, he was so incredible. Really small role, but still amazing. And speaking of really small roles, for those of you who don't know, there's actually a YouTube sensation out there on YouTube, and he's known for doing just incredible YouTube vlogs, and that is Casey Neistat. Absolutely brilliant. Guys, every single time a person had on-present screen time in this movie, it was so deserved every second that they were on screen. It was brilliant. It was so well done. One of the things I have to say about this movie, and it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, and I'll tell you what I'm about to say. It's a good thing because it happened, but unfortunately it didn't happen enough for me, and I wanted it to happen more. And that is, at the beginning of the film, the director did, and the cinematography did, this incredible camera angling where the camera would just be like one place and then like a bird's eye view, and then all of a sudden swoop down to like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character and then be right in front of him or behind him. And I was really expecting a little bit more of that, because I was really taken back by that camera, the angling, and I was like, oh, I really like that. Now, this is one of those films that has a lot of spoilers in it. So if you're gonna watch this movie, definitely watch this movie, and don't go to watch reviews where you're gonna see spoilers, because you're gonna get spoiled, unfortunately. What I have to say about this movie, guys, another thing that I want to tell you guys, is that this is one of those movies where they don't technically leave the best to last. It's not like that. But the elements that they use at the end, specifically in the CGI, right at the end of this film, wow. Really? Wow. It was incredible. I'm not even kidding you. What they do with Jamie Foxx's character right at the end is next level. I mean, it really is. And when you see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. And those of you who have already seen the movie, when I say what I'm about to say, I reckon you're going to be like, oh, that was so good. The classroom, what she does in the classroom scene, that sequence, come on. That was dope. That was so awesome. And then all of a sudden it snaps out of it. And it was like, oh, yes. Seriously, yes. Guys, I highly recommend this movie. I really recommend this movie. I really think if you have Netflix, you are definitely going to love everything about this movie. This movie is brilliantly executed. It is fantastic. They have done such an incredible job. Really, like I said, the only scene, in my personal opinion, that felt a little bit flat, that sort of dragged the momentum of the movie a little bit backwards, like it just dropped, the pacing of the movie just dropped a little bit, is when they're talking in the truck. And it's probably around about the middle of the movie maybe, and that element of the movie was a little bit slow. Other than that, there are so many sequences in this movie, guys, that make you just... Now, I have to say, it's one of those movies where it's a brilliant storyline, incredible character chemistry, impeccable character chemistry. But when it's not really... And Jamie Foxx has probably two funny lines, because, you know, he likes to be funny in real life. That's his character personality. But this movie, guys, he brings it. Seriously, he really does. Especially Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Far out. He is fantastic every single time he is on screen. Absolutely brilliant. Honestly, guys, this is one of those movies that has the elemental DNA in it that makes the film goers want to go back and watch it over and over. And thankfully it's on Netflix. So if you have Netflix, you can watch it whenever you want, however many times you want, over and over again. Now, one of the things I have to say, I know this sounds kind of odd. I know it does. I know it sounds kind of odd. But I'm I really am genuinely disappointed in this movie, guys, in this element, that it went to Netflix. Really, no disrespect to Netflix, right? No disrespect, giving a massive shout out behind me, right? This is Netflix right here, guys. No disrespect to Netflix, but I would have loved, LOVE, loved to seen this movie in Dolby Atmos in the big screen. This movie was definitely produced and edited for the big screen, and unfortunately Netflix has taken it up. One day, hopefully one day we'll be able to see movies like this that, you know, they get a theatrical run before they go to Netflix. But it is what it is, due to all the situation that's happening around the world at the moment. It is what it is. Guys, I respect your time. I really do. Have you had a chance yourselves to see Project Power? Have you had a chance to see this movie? If you haven't, treat yourselves. Genuinely treat yourselves. Now, I just want to say one thing really quickly. I'm not going to name his name. I'm not going to name his name because I don't believe in disrespecting people. But I saw this, a movie reviewer dropped this. He obviously got advanced. They gave it to him at advance. And he really bagged this movie out. And in my opinion, he really said some really uncalled for and just things about this movie that I thought were really wrong and just harsh and just not right about this movie. Guys, in my personal opinion, this movie has exceeded in every element of its DNA. Netflix has killed it. They really have. They've done a fantastic job. This is a must-watch movie if you want to see a brilliant movie. I personally would say watch this in the dark because the elements of what happens in this movie will really pop out, and watch it in the biggest screen you possibly can. That's my opinion. You guys are amazing. I value your time more than you can ever understand or imagine. I appreciate you being here. So, guys, you know what time it is. It is trivia time. For those of you who have been following my YouTube channel for any period of time, you know that I love to give you guys trivia, so it's trivia time. Machine Gun Kelly appeared in Catfish 2012 as a guest host with Ariel Schulman's director, brother, Nev Schulman. Next piece of trivia is, guys, filming took place during 2018 per Joseph Gordon-Levitt in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter. Next piece of trivia is, guys, in October 2017, it was announced that Netflix had acquired Matt Tomlin's net script in the bidding wars for Power. In May 2020, it was announced that the film will officially be titled Project Power. Next piece of trivia is, guys, not related to the Marvel Comics series Powers, though it has a slightly similarly plot combining the genres of superheroes, fiction, crime noir, and the police procedurals. This series follows the lives of two homicide detectives assigned to detective cases involving superhero abilities, who were referred to as colloquials as powers. Next and final piece of trivia, guys, and I'll leave you with this. This is the third collaboration between Machine Gun Kelly and directors Henry Joost and Ariel Schulman. After Viral 2016 and Nerve 2016, Machine Gun Kelly was also on an episode of Catfish, a TV series that sprung from a pseudo-documentary and Joost and Nev Schulman produced. Guys, you guys are amazing. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I appreciate you guys being here so much. Until my next movie review, don't forget who's bringing this Netflix movie review for Project Power. This is Superman Steve, guys, flying out.